This is Jillian Mann reporting from WXAC for Campus News, a production of the communications program that serves the Albright College community with student-produced news coverage on campus events and issues. Every semester, Student Activities holds an activities fair in order for students to learn about the various clubs and organizations at Albright. The activities fair helps to ensure that all students see what opportunities are available to them. It is a way for students to explore their interests and become involved on campus by joining a club. This year, the activities fair took place on January 24th. Brad Smith, the Director of Student Activities, talks about the effectiveness of holding a second activities fair in the spring and how it benefits the Albright community.
The primary difference between the fall activities fair and the spring activities fair, it is a little smaller. There's typically not as many student organizations that get involved. Aside from that, midway through the year, some groups go through a leadership change. So their style changes, the things that they do changes. So in some ways, it's almost a way for students to see kind of what's changed about an organization as well. It's also a really nice way to just kind of let people know that these clubs and organizations are out there.
New clubs are also established on campus each year. Sometimes this happens at the start of the fall semester, but other times they aren't founded until the spring. When clubs start in the fall, they aren't able to attend the fall activities fair. The spring is especially important to those clubs because it still gives them the opportunity to attend the activities fair in the spring as well. Bethany Warren, Club Vogue treasurer, talks about the importance of that, as well as what her club got out of the spring activities fair.
The Spring Activities Fair is a great way for students who, if they weren't able to go to the Fall Activities Fair, come out and see what the clubs are about and maybe get involved in something they weren't quite sure if they wanted to do in the fall. We were also able to increase our membership with transfer students and other students that weren't really sure if they wanted to join last semester, but definitely did want to join this semester, so it was great. We have more members in our club, and it was great that it was growing.
The main reason it is important to hold a second activities fair in the spring semester is to make sure that all students are able to see what opportunities Albright has to offer them. It is really about helping transfer students and other new students get involved on campus. New students join the Albright community every spring, and they aren't familiar with the clubs and organizations on campus. Marina Hurley, Vice President of the Eco Club, talks about how her club benefits from the Spring Activities Fair and why she thinks it is important to hold one in the spring.
I think that the Spring Activities Fair is not as beneficial as the fall, although we still get new members normally about every spring. It's not as many as the fall. I think it is a good idea to still have a Spring Activities Fair because you still have transfer students coming in the spring, and just gives everybody an idea to see what's going on again, and especially for the freshmen, they get to see how their schedule works out and if they'll be able to make it to many of the meetings, and just to get a fresh look on new things that are on campus.
Student activities will continue to encourage student involvement on campus. They will help students become aware of the clubs and organizations on campus by holding the next activities fair in the fall of 2013. You have been listening to Campus News on WXAC, and this is Jillian Mann reporting on the campus of Albright College.
Campus News is an Albright College Communications Program experiential learning project broadcast on WXAC FM.